Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Twin Peaks Season 3, Episode 18. The final episode of this Season 3, the final episode of this entire show. Guys, that's it. It's gonna be the end of my binge watching of Twin Peaks. For those of you who don't know it, I binge watched everything, all of the season 1, 2, 3, the movies. You can find my reaction videos for them into the chronological order, into the eye. On my Patreon, during this entire binge watching, you had advantages. On my Patreon, you had these reaction videos. In advance, you had a longer reaction part with the level 2, a full reaction part with the level 3. If you're finding, right now this channel through that video, you can sub to my Patreon and maybe binge watch all of my binge watching on it if you can be interested by that. And yes, that's the end of this binge watching, and I'm feeling really melancholic. Oh wow. To be honest with you, I spent my entire morning crying, not for Twin Peaks, but crying, in fact, for my channel. Last week I received a lot of issues, for some of my videos about Squid Game. This week, beginning of this week, I'm receiving threats on my channel directly, meaning that maybe tomorrow everything can end. All of the work that I put on that channel since 5 years now. And I said it at multiple occasions, my previous work, I left it after a burnout, after being harassed at work and stuff like that. So really having this channel, it's rough. It still caused me a lot of stress, as you can see. Because I'm a little creator, so I don't have a lot of money, and I just have enough to survive, not to fully live. But I'm okay with it because I do what I love the most. I watch shows and I share my passion for them, my emotions, and also my thoughts, and you know that I have a lot of them. I love to analyze stuff with people. So really, if someone would take away that from me, it would break my heart, really. So that's why I spent the entire morning crying. At first I was supposed to film something else today, something like related to that, so that's why I was like, no, it's not a good idea to film that today. And I thought about, not working at all, and at the same time I thought of that final episode of Twin Peaks, and I was like, it's a closure. Right there that we are doing, you and me, with the end of this binge watching of Twin Peaks. So I would already feel melancholic on regular days. Today it's gonna be even worse because that closure on these days, which are making me feel like that my channel can be closed soon and all. I think, I don't know, that it can be a good idea to film that reaction video today. Because I'm feeling melancholic already. Because also I'm expecting for David Lynch to fuck up my mind with really a lot of weird stuff, a lot of weird reveals and all. So in fact, it's gonna totally change my mind maybe. Like, the mood of this episode can only go totally with my feelings, my emotions that I have right now. Make me think of other stuff than the issues that I deal with. Like, it's gonna fit with my emotions, but make me think of something else. And I don't know, I know that I'm gonna spend a good time, even if it's gonna be rough and emotional to say goodbye to these characters and to this show. It's gonna feel great as well. So that's why I thought that it would be a good idea to watch this episode today, this final episode. Even if it means that because I'm already living all of these emotions, I might cry during the entire episode. I prefer to warn you. Except if really David Lynch did the mistake to say that everything was just a dream, nothing happened or something like that. You know that it's what I'm afraid of after the previous episode and the fact that Dale Cooper, who was finally back, who managed with all of these friends, thanks to Lucy, thanks to Freddie, to get Dark Cooper, to get Bob. But in fact, Dale was like, may we meet again, it's not sure. I have to go back into the past to change the present, and that's why he's not sure to see them again. That's what I understood. And yes, he visited the past, and in fact, he saved Laura. So because of that, Laura Palmer never died. That's what I understood. But clearly, it means that everything which was supposed to happen after that, everything that we witnessed during these seasons didn't happen. And that's... I'm really sad about it. Like, I'm not sure that I'm gonna be okay with some changes that we're gonna have. You know, if Laura never died, they never caught Bob Leland, so maybe Bob Leland is still doing bad stuff to girls right now. And for all of the rest of the characters, like really all of what it can imply. And also for Cooper himself, because if Cooper came back into the past, what about that Cooper who went into the past? It means that he's gonna age now, so in the present time he's gonna be dead or old. But it can't be, because into the present time he needs to come back into the past so it can happen. Like really, traveling through time, it's such... You know something, you can't do it, and you know it's really the question of the chicken and the egg and stuff like that, like it has to happen at some point. For the final episode, to bring that dimension into your show, which was already, you know, really weird and difficult to understand with a lot of theories and stuff like that, and with the fact also that David Lynch is not known as someone who is going to give all of the answers, all of the explanations and stuff. No, he's giving the beginning of it, and then he expects for the viewers to do the rest of the job and to imagine, in fact, all of what they want. So really, for this final episode, I'm not expecting any big answer with big explanations and stuff like that. I will want just to have answers about Laura, she didn't die, what does it mean for Bob Leland and for all of the rest of the characters. Does it mean that we're never gonna know also why Richard ended like that, why Audrey ended like that as well, and what was happening with Audrey and Sarah? Was I right to think that maybe it was a second Sarah, it was a second Audrey, like we had a second Diane? Like, at this point, are we gonna meet Judy at some point for real? Are we gonna meet Philip Jeffries at some point for real? We never really saw him. No. Oh guys, we're gonna watch together the end of Twin Peaks. We're gonna say goodbye to this show together right now. For you it's gonna be again, because I'm pretty sure that you already said goodbye to this show a long time ago. For me it can be only emotional, weird, a little frustrating maybe, melancholic, and hard, really hard to do. Because also with David Lynch, who died not so long ago, just a few weeks for me right now when I'm filming, all of what happened, you know, around this death, I told you about it, the fact that I watched Eraserhead the day before. I was working on that video, editing that video on the day of the announce of his death. Like, David Lynch is with me thanks to that binge watching since entire months. Even more for this last episode, so for this final one, I have the impression that he's everywhere around me. Really. Okay, I'm gonna stop this intro right now, guys. Let's go for this episode. Remember that if you want to have my Patreon, on which you add all of these episodes earlier with a longer reaction part with the level 2, with the full reaction part with the level 3. If you want, you can sub only for 1 month if you want to thank me for that long binge watching that we had together. It can be appreciated and truly useful. As you understood, I have a lot of difficulties right now on my channel, so each little help can be appreciated. Okay. guys, let's go for this episode. Dark Cooper, okay, this is the red room. That's it. Doggy seed? Yes.
Where am I?
It's not Dale. It's Doggy. We're gonna see him coming back on. Oh.
Just a second. Dad? Dad!
Oh.
I'm glad. I'm glad that they gave us that, you know, a little scene showing that. I would have imagined it no matter what, but it's cool. For me, she was taken in the red room. Like it's her destiny to be there. Even you can't save her from that. No?
This is fields of this is past.
It's Laura's place, no? Normally. Mm-hmm. Are we rewatching that moment or is it a new moment? Is it past or future? Huh? What now?
Find Laura.
Really, like, why is she stuck there? Is it really you?
Is it you?
No, I'm asking the question to you.
Is it really you?
My question.
Yes. It's really me, Diane. Is it really you?
Yeah.
Kiss each other so we can know. But Diane, if you remember about Cooper and Cooper going there.
Sure you want to do this? You don't know what it's going to be like once you...
I know that. We're at that point now. Look. Almost exactly 430 miles.
So what?
Just think about it, Cooper.
Coop. You came back here and you already want to go back, like? Not functioning?
This is the place I like. Kiss me. Once we cross, it can all be different.
Okay, so you were just checking if it was the right place.
Let's go.
And you're gonna pass where? You were there, but I don't know what is there, what dimension, and now you're going where? Into the past again? The gas station. No. Laura. Shut the fuck up. All by yourself? I was expecting you to come back with someone. Okay, totally, just to have a room.
What do we do now?
I don't
You come over
know.
here to me.
I don't know what you did before, so I'm not gonna know what you're gonna do now. Like, not gonna have sex? You know, I'm thinking of the fact that Dark Cooper raped her. So for her to have sex now with real Cooper, Dale, it has to be difficult, you know. The face of your raper is the face of your lover now. Crying?
Diane?
Where is she? Did she leave? Did she leave you?
Dear Richie,
Child?
you read this, I'll be gone. Please don't try to find me. I don't recognize you anymore.
Linda?
Richie.
Judy's? A coffee shop named Judy's?
More coffee?
Clearly not a coffee shop. The diner that we know. Show me! Show me!
Coffee?
Christy?
Is there another waitress that works here?
I know. I thought that, you know, she looked a little like
Yeah.
Becky, Chili's daughter. Is it a fine coffee, Cooper?
Stop it. Stop. Stop.
Leave her alone.
What the fuck you doing?
What?
Get the fuck out of that booth.
USA and freedoms, just like that, like.
Shit.
Put your gun on the ground. Remember, gun. Put your gun on the ground.
Mm.
Write the address on a piece of paper.
Address?
Write the address of the other waitress on a piece of paper.
You really need a gun in your hand, like. For sure, it sounds like a threat.